And now we return to our regular updating schedule where I talk about happy birthdays and stuff that the actors are doing on the side, little images and fun. Back to normal because, this is again the second time I'm recording this and I had no sound the first time. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. And I hope you enjoyed yesterday's live where I had a chat about 12 monkeys while having a little sip of Sassenach whiskey. If not, you can go check that out because the lives, they're on there. You can go see it and, watch me ramble. For now, though, we are going to start with a very happy birthday, or maybe is it 2 birthdays? Because does it count as 1 birthday or 2 birthdays if you play 2 characters? I feel like there should be a rule there. This one is shared by Batgirl95UA. Happy birthday, Paul Gorman. Hope you enjoy your celebration. Outlanders, cast birthdays. We know this. And we have our Kezi and our Josiah. So that's why I was curious. Does he get 2 birthdays? I'm going to tell him happy birthday twice. Happy birthday, Paul, and happy birthday, Paul. And then we are immediately going to go into a behind the scenes, or at least a throwback image. I'm not sure if this is behind the scenes, but this is definitely, as David Stewart, also known as Davey Hollywood, puts it, a blast from the past. We are going off to war, and we forgot our shirts because we were in such a hurry, which I can understand. That can happen. And really, I mean, as dirty as they all get, please, as someone who does the laundry, leave the shirts. You'll be fine. But this is a fun picture. This is great. And I love how they've got their, I don't want to yell. They got their war faces on. It's great. All right. Now I am going to switch gears quite a bit because I've got a shared by, my little sister. She's known as the dyslexic Trekkie. I call her Erica. She knows that I love Outlander, but has not read or watched the series at all. However, she appreciates Doctor Who. And we all know that Outlander would not exist if it weren't for a specific Scottish character on an episode of Doctor Who. And that's what this is about. I hope you guys get a kick out of it, because I got a kick out of it.
This is the real Jamie Fraser, and the man who inspired Outlander.
So it is.
Fraser Hines is an actor who once played the role of a Scottish Highlander called Jamie McCrimmon in Doctor Who. He was the first 18th century kilt-wearing, time-travelling Highlander named Jamie, but he wouldn't be the last. Diana Gabaldon, author of the Outlander series, was spending an ordinary afternoon at home when an old return of a Doctor Who show began to play on the television. She said in a weak-minded moment, "I was taken by a minor character, a young Scotsman from 1745, who appeared in his kilt. I thought, well, that's fetching. Yeah, why not? Scotland, 18th century. This planted the seed that would eventually become Outlander." Fraser Hines, when discussing his part in inspiring Outlander, said, "When I first met Diana, she told me she was watching me in Doctor Who as Jamie. She said, 'Love Jamie, love the kilt.' The name Jamie Fraser is even a combination of Fraser Hines and Jamie McCrimmon."
That was a fun little reel. I thought I'd share that just because I got a kick out of it. Other things I got a kick out of is knowing that Blood of My Blood has finished. We did that wrap video with the last update, but I thought I would show you this because who doesn't love a guy with a pylon on his head? Okay, pylons aren't really my thing, but I thought this was a funny picture. This is shared by Outlander Online via Davey Hollywood. How it ended for Davey Hollywoody. Good morning. And he sends a little image every now and then. And this is the one he had for us for this. I don't think those bagpipes will work. That's all I have to say. I love this picture though. It's fun. Now this one, I'm not positive if I already shared it or not. I don't think I did, but it did look familiar. However, I'm still going to post it because it is a good reminder I'm going to read this part for you real quick. It's Brilliantly Balfe that's sharing this. "There are certain snippets of Caitriona imparting words of wisdom that I have watched countless times, and this is one of them. Like a set of instructions for how to navigate through difficult times, they've provided me with immeasurable strength and courage. As one of the many who has dealt with anxiety, depression, grief, and the stuff in between, I know I'm not alone in sharing that Caitriona's words have provided me great comfort on many a dark day." And so, again, I'm almost positive I've shared this before, but not to the point where I'm not going to share it again, because I think it's something that we all might need to hear, I should say, from time to time.
Talking helps. And so if anyone is feeling bad, if anyone is feeling down, If anyone is suffering from bouts of depression, try and find someone that you trust, that you can just share your thoughts with and you can share your pain with. And the old cliched adage that a problem shared is a problem halved, I believe is very true. And if you are lucky enough to be able to find some therapy or afford therapy, and I understand that that's not always available to everybody, but it definitely helped me. It helped me break some bad patterns that were just hurting myself and making things, walking into situations that were the same over and over again. And I think that that's something that, you know, it's about retraining your brain away from these negative patterns. I think is a huge thing that therapy can give us.
Yeah, I tend to agree completely, actually. I'm in my second marriage, and my first one was not great. And I dealt with it with anxiety, depression, a lot of social issues because I just hadn't socialized in almost a decade with much of anybody outside of our, or I should say his, group of friends. And so it is retraining your brain. You have to relearn how to be happy, how to look forward to things, to not look at all of the negativity, and to eke out those positive moments and keep those in your heart while you continue to grow. And eventually there is more happy than sad. It's what you notice, it's what you see. And the sad can be washed aside, not necessarily washed aside, but taken care of and then put aside, so that you can enjoy the rest of your life, really. And so, yeah, and talking to people, being able to share your pain, share what's hurt you, it does, as she says, halves it so that you are not alone in your pain anymore. And they can give perspective as well. So, really good words of wisdom. If you are able to get therapy, if you need it, do seek it out. And believe it or not, even if you don't think you can afford it, there are many plans and programs within different states, even in the United States, that will allow you to get maybe minimal therapy. But again, it starts with that ability to talk to somebody. So, yeah, do seek it out if you feel that you may need it, or if other people are telling you you need it. Maybe listen. Sometimes people can see things in us that we can't see because we are obviously just so close to it. On that note, we're going to cheer ourselves up again with this lovely image of Caitriona herself, shared by brilliantly Balfe. It is another set of words of wisdom. So this one, a little bit just for the women. Men don't seem to have that fear of, oh God, what if I say something? How will that be perceived? They just kind of go and do it. And I think that's something that we need to do more of as women. Own that space, take up that seat, put your voice forward. Brilliant advice. I found that when I was able to be more myself doing this, just talking with people, people listened. A lot of times we women may have to prove a little more that we have knowledge, but once we do, don't be afraid to step up. Don't be afraid to step up even before then, because how else do we prove that we have the ability to hold a conversation about different subjects, have varied and respected opinions, what should be respected opinions, and we can earn that even though we shouldn't have to. The more of us that do, then hopefully the next generations coming up behind us won't have to do it quite as much, won't have to have that feeling of, oh my gosh, what are they going to think? So yeah, let's do that. Image by Daniel Coson, 2020. Beautiful picture. Actually, I do love this shirt. I don't think I would wear it, but I love it on her. She looks great. And again, I apologize. You're not getting a lot of switches here. You're just getting a lot of images because I'm trying to do this quickly, but I want to give you guys as much content as I can quickly. So we've got a John Bell, Caitlin O'Brien. Don't see too much of them right now. They shared just huge amounts early on in the summer, and I do appreciate that. This one is shared by the official Outlander, starting the week with John Hunter Bell and Caitlin O'Brien. This was shared a few days ago. I just didn't have a good spot to put it with all the other Highlander 7 stuff showing, but I do want to show it because aren't they good looking? Don't we love them? Yes, we do. Hi, John. Hi, Caitlin. Now, I do have coming up two messages. One from Stephen Cree on something he'd like us to join him in, and an announcement from Duncan for those of you who were looking forward or had tried to get those autographs on the 20th and think you missed out because he had to reschedule it. No, it's coming now August 4th, so we're going to see those two videos next. Let's see what our fellas have to tell us.
Hello. So last year I jumped out of a plane to raise awareness and money for international animal rescue. And this year I'm going to keep my feet on the ground and take part in the Rainforest Run, which is on September the 22nd. I think, now I did it a few years ago as well, and I think some of you took part in that. And the idea behind it is that wherever you are in the world, on September the 22nd, you can walk, crawl, run, on a treadmill outside, however you do it, do 5 kilometers. And the idea is that it's a global event, so everyone can get involved. Personally, my right knee is about 200 years old these days, so I will probably be walking it at a brisk pace as opposed to running it, but I'll definitely do it. And it's a great chance to get involved and to help international animal rescue, which I recently, listen, I've been aware for years now of the amazing work that they do, but I was at a charity dinner a couple of months ago, and I saw firsthand the work that they're doing in Indonesia in particular is absolutely mind-blowing, from the ground up, helping local communities, preserving the local wildlife. Go onto the website if you want to find more, because I'm not going to do justice to it, but it's such important work. And as I've said previously as well, if we're not going to help animals or to preserve the rainforests, then who is? So if you want to get involved, you can click on a link. I'll put a link in my bio, a link here somewhere, the usual stuff, and you can either donate to my page if you wish, or you can join my team. I've set up a team called Team Orangutan, and if you want to join that, you can do the 5k yourself as well, and you will have your own page and raise money also, and it will all go into the same pot. I hope that makes sense, and thank you in advance for anyone who gets involved.
All right, I think that's something we can help them do. I don't know that I'm going to start my own page, but guys, I will see if I can find the link for us, and with that, take a walk where you are. 5k was what, like 2.5 miles? We can do that. That's like 5,000 steps. We can do that, guys. Let's see if we can help out Stephen, help reach the goal for animal rescue. Yeah, that's a great thing to try and help him with. Yeah, let's do that. Next up, I am going to do this video because Duncan, like I said, had to make a reschedule. Let's just listen to what he has to say. I don't think it's going to say anything more than the post does. Pretty easy, and I will try to get us links for those as well.
Hello everyone, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Listen, quick message for you. Tomorrow, the 20th of July, I was supposed to be doing a live autograph streaming, kind of signing autographs, talking baloney live on Instagram. Unfortunately, that's not going to be happening tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Certain things have happened. That's going to be impossible. So apologies to all of those of you who have already bought a photo and are waiting for your Duncan autograph. I promise it is definitely set in stone, going to be happening on the 4th of August, which is a Sunday, and that'll be at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. GMT for those of you in the UK. You can figure out the rest.
I do appreciate his confidence in our ability to figure out the rest. So if you're on the West Coast, it's noon. If you're in the Midwest where I am, or at least in Indiana, it's 3. And if you're in the UK, you're gonna, what did he say? 8? At any rate, pay attention to the times. If you were hoping to get an autograph from Duncan and you think you missed it, you didn't. So that's nice news. And again, I will try to put those links up, but I do apologize if I don't get them. This is information, and if they don't give me the links, I can't share them with you. It's really aggravating. But this is not. No, this is enjoyable. This one is shared by Tash, also known as @Peekaboo Jen. We have Sam looking wonderful, and this interesting meme simply says, "Still chalk and dirty," which I I thought was funny. I also enjoyed Tasha's post, what she says, which is, "That's my cue." We're all sort of funny, full of puns. And yeah, so we've got the Sassenach whiskey, we've got Sam in a tux. I would not wear a tux to play pool because you get chalk dust on your jacket, and that just seems like bad planning. But it's a really good picture. Though I am partial to this one as well. I don't know why. Sam gave us permission to use clickbait, so I have no problem using this, okay? Outlander Spanish Clan put this, and I already have it translated because this is, again, second time I'm recording this. Congratulations to all the Carmens. Hope you all have a happy and relaxing day. And if you're on vacation, lie down on the beach or in the pool. Well, you lie down in the pool. That seems dangerous. As good as the King of Men. Besos. And we have just lots of Sam Heughan. Sam Heughan is sexy. The couple next door, Sam Heughan's best actor ever and best actor. And he's pretty. So I put this here because we like to look at him, and that seemed appropriate. Even if it's not. He said we have permission. If he can do it, okay. And with that, I have completed my video for the day. This is the end of our week 50. In case you weren't sure, my camera's been doing some weird things. So I'm going to try to do this quickly for you guys. Do expect to get some content next week, but it won't be current. It is pre-recorded stuff that I thought you might enjoy seeing while I'm gone. Also, do keep an eye out for some live, either on my Instagram or on here. Not going to do a whole lot of posting on Twitter, most likely. But you never can tell. Also, for those of you who are asking what my Instagram is, and I do apologize, I hadn't gotten to it yet. I'm going to post it right here, Instagram. And if you do miss it, it's also my Facebook and my X. I always have all of this information posted at the very tail end of my videos. Every single one of them. That's my closing screen, my end screen, whatever you want to call it. And so you'll always be able to see that. A special thanks to my Patreons and to my members. I do appreciate you guys, and I do apologize if I'm going through this quickly. It's not because I don't appreciate you more today. It's because I'm very, very late at this point. And if I want to get any videos out to you before I leave, I got to kind of hurry. So thanks so much for your support. I do appreciate it. As you know, it did come in pretty handy this month. Also, thank you to everyone who stopped by and viewed these videos. I hope you enjoy them. And if you do, please give the video a like. If you like the format, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell so you'll know when more videos do come out. And if you didn't happen to get enough Outlander information from this, I completely understand. I can only fit so much into one video. But the good news is I have lots of other videos, and you can check them all out here on this channel, including Star Trek, Supernatural, some Doctor Who. Depends on what you're looking at. Mostly Outlander and some Star Trek. Please check those videos out. And whatever you pick, I'll see you there. My camera's been doing some weird things, so I'm going to try to do this quickly for you guys. This is the end of week 50. I know we are only 2 weeks away from this is the end of week 50. This is the end of week 50. I know we are only 2 weeks away from